I walk around like that nigga. Finger on the trigger. If a nigga wants some smoke, I let it.
And there will come a soldier who carries a mighty sword. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, oh Lord. Olay, 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 oh Lord. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, oh Lord. And there will come a poet whose weapon is a
Give me love, give me love, give me love, give me love, when I'm gone, when I'm gone.
Do you like my style? Have you seen my shoes? Cause they've been ripped to shit from walking the world for you.
Don't know what you're saying. You're flying higher than a plane, and I'm not complaining. It's getting too loud, we'll figure it out. I'm out of
Incense and what to use it for. Patchouli, depression and anxiety relief. Cinnamon, money spells and energy. Dragon's blood to increase the potency of a spell. Amber to draw out negativity and improve confidence. Sandalwood to cleanse the energy.
Today we're going to make yellow salt. Something that I'm learning to love about witchcraft is how subjective it is and how I can create whatever I want. So I made a money salt, and that's what we're going to make today. First is frankincense resin, eggshell, ginger, turmeric, cinnamon, gold powder. Mix it up. Add the salt. I'll then add 6 drops of my abundance oil because I like the number 6. Stir it up. Cleanse the jar. Clockwise for attraction.
A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts. So, he loses touch with reality and lives in a world of illusions. By thoughts, I mean specifically chatter in the skull, perpetual and compulsive repetition of words, of reckoning and calculating. I'm not saying that thinking is bad. Like everything else, it's useful in moderation. A good servant, but a bad master. And all so-called civilized peoples have increasingly become crazy and self-destructive.
Yes, hematite is a crystal that's found naturally within the earth, and it's also known to help speed up the body's production of iron, a mineral that you so desperately need. Okay, what about this one? Peacock ore. Another one of my favorite crystals, peacock ore, is also found naturally from the earth. Not only is it a stone of upliftment, but it also helps increase the body's production of calcium. Okay, thank you for that. I'm gonna go eat some waffles now. You should have some grapes with that. Not only do you need more fruit in your diet, they're a healthy antioxidant that also is rich in vitamin D. You don't go outside very much, so I think you need that. Okay, how do you know this much about my body? Like, who are you? How do you know all of this? No one's introduced you to me? I'm Lord Up here, head surgeon in hell. With Lord Leviathan's shadow arc, my dietary regime, and Abaddon's physical training schedule, we should have you in peak performance shape by the time competition season rolls around.
If you hold my hand, ooh baby, it's a long way down to the bottom of the river. Hold my hand, ooh baby, it's a long way down, a long way down.
Your tongue is all by your side. You got it, took too long to get it. You got it, took too long to get it. You got it, took too long to get it. You got it, took too long to get it. You got it, took too long to get it. You got
You wanna put a ring on my finger?
Put it on and make him wanna marry me. Yeah. Put it on and make him wanna marry me. Yeah. Put it on and make him wanna marry me. Yeah. Put it on and make him put it.
Feel your eyes, they all over me. Don't be shy, take control of me. It's the vibe, it's gonna be lit tonight. No lie.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think I'm losing my mind, trying to stay inside the lines. It's like you're running play. What is that?
It's been here. I don't know what to do.
So both of my parents are actually Catholic, and when I first told them that I did witchcraft, they thought that it was something evil and dangerous. But I explained to them what it really was, and in my case it helped to mention that our ancestors basically did witchcraft with spirit work, energy work, shamanism, herbalism, that kind of stuff. And then they understood, and they're chill with it. They realized that witchcraft is all around us, particularly in our culture. There's a lot of folklore and superstitions and things like cleansing and energy work and divination that people here engage in, but they just don't call it witchcraft. And it's not inherently an evil, devil-related thing. That's just not what it is.
Thank you for the happiest year of my life. Thank you for the happiest year of my life.
In the middle of a gunfight, in the center of a restaurant, they say, come with your arms raised high.
The name game, Judy.
This dream isn't feeling sweet, but reeling through the midnight streets, and I've never felt more alone.
Nana Fana for foodie.
And they say if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll forget his evil ways and learn to love us. All who oppose.
Watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high.
thing that is hateful. Love is seeping out my pores. I don't hold anger anymore.
Love, I know. Oh, not me. Well, I know. I'm gone. Get you strawberry blonde, fields rolling on. I love it when you call my name. Can you hear the bumblebee swarm watching your arm? I love it when you look my way. Look at you, strawberry blonde.
How to manifest finding something when you're lazy. I do this about 3 times a day. If you're trying to find something and you don't know where it is because you're irresponsible like me, just close your eyes. Imagine yourself finding the thing that you were looking for, holding it, being excited, feeling the emotions that come with finding it, being like, period, I found it, and then open your eyes and let it go and live in a place of I found it, and you will find it. I did this twice today. Example number 1, I couldn't find one of my crystals. I had no idea where I put it. I manifested myself finding it, and I didn't stress about where I left it, and I just let it go. An hour later, my younger sister came into my room and was like, Naomi, I have your crystal, here you go. Literally out of nowhere, and I've been missing it for like days, and I decided to manifest it today. And just now I went downstairs because I wanted these animal cookie things, and I couldn't find them anywhere in my kitchen. So I closed my eyes and manifested them, and then my gut told me to go into my mom's office for some reason, and there they were, sitting on the couch. How to let go of your manifestations. So after you script or visualize or do whatever techniques it is that you are doing, and you feel those good feelings that come with feeling like you have the thing you're trying to manifest, think about things that you already have in your life now that you're grateful for. Appreciate the things that you're already happy to have. That'll put you in the same vibrational frequency as what it is you're trying to manifest and make it come quicker. And if you're seriously doubting that this thing can come to you, think about it in a technical perspective. If you're trying to manifest a person or just a relationship in general, that person is literally alive and breathing and walking the earth as we speak. So why wouldn't they come into your life? Like, they're alive and they exist. There's nothing stopping them from coming right into your life. Same with anything. Like, if you want money, the money already exists in the world. And just think, like, why wouldn't it come to me? Like, literally say to yourself, look in the mirror, be like, I'm great. Like, why wouldn't I get this thing? It literally already exists in the real world. It's as easy to get as anything else.
You just manifested this video without even realizing it. In fact, you've manifested pretty much everything into your life up to this point. The law of attraction is just the conscious choice to start using that ability to your advantage.
Don't you want to become a cult leader? Since the death of God, there's been a vacancy open. You could fill that void. Here's how.
To make a little video on what to do when you get a new tarot deck, because I just got one and tarot is one of my favorite forms of divination. So you got a new deck and that is super exciting. Here's what to do with it. Cleansing it is the first step because it's super important. So whether that means leaving it out in the moonlight to cleanse or smoke cleansing it, really you should just use whatever method of cleansing you're most comfortable with because that'll work the best. Next, I like to carry it around with me for 2 to 3 days. I take it everywhere I go, whether that means in a pocket, a purse, or in this case, a fanny pack. It's important for you and the deck to sort of get used to each other's energies. I also do like to sleep with it under my pillow. This isn't a joke. It's also just another opportunity for you guys to get used to each other's energies. Then I like to start by doing some 3-card spreads. I start a notebook for each deck I get. Basically, I just write down the name of the deck, the date that I did the spread, what cards I got in the spread, and then I write down the meanings as given by the creator of the deck and what I think they are. Starting a notebook will help you get used to the meanings of each of the cards and how you feel about them. Anyway, that's all. Bye!
Tarot tip. Store your tarot cards with crystals on top of them. Or bones, if that's your thing. Each of my decks has a different crystal that they vibe with and that I put on top of them when they're quote-unquote resting. It's like giving them a snack before they take a nap. I also find that this helps them charge, recuperate after doing a reading, especially if the reading was energetically challenging for both of you, and it strengthens your relationship with them in the long run.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the red